Hey guys. Well, it's been 2 days since my first video blog post, and I have had a whole heck of a lot of feedback after that. And I guess what I wanted to do was to take a minute to say thank you to everyone for all of their support and kind words of encouragement, and also to thank a lot of the people who have contacted me about the disappearing American. It's been really nice. I feel very loved. There's been a lot of mixed emotions about this. There's some people who are, giving the guy the benefit of the doubt, and there's some people who are saying, ditch this dude ASAP. The truth is, I don't really get a choice in the matter, but I know what I want to do if I do hear from him, and that is that I don't really want to see him. I mean, it's been a couple of days now, and to be fair, I should have heard from him, whether he is interested or not interested, whatever the reason. Maybe he has legitimate reasons for why he left on Sunday, but the truth is, I shouldn't be feeling bad about something that happened between me and another person, because it was what I wanted to happen. And also, you shouldn't feel that way if you're going to be starting a relationship. Relationships tend to get harder as they go on, not easier. So anyway, I am trying to do my best to keep that mindset. But the truth is, I am a nut job within the first 24 hours anyway. So it really doesn't matter what him or any other guy ever says to me. Within the first 24 hours, I will go crazy overanalyzing everything, simply for the plain fact that I am a little bit crazy, and that's okay. I think, we all are, but I am just more honest about mine. And on that note, that actually brings me to something else that I really wanted to talk about. I've had a few emails and messages and comments and things from people talking about how they admire my strength and my courage. And I just wanted to comment on that because the truth is, I write these things, usually write these things, and now try to do a video blog because I want to share my story, because it makes me feel better. It's kind of a healing process for me. So I'm not that strong. I mean, I'm strong in that I can do this and I can present myself and I can speak openly about my emotions, but I'm not strong because I'm reaching out to everyone else to get your feedback and to get your help. So I'm not doing this alone. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support I have from other people. The other thing is, I wanted to comment on a video that I saw recently, which I'll post in the blog below. It was a TED Talk speech by a woman called Dr. Brene Brown, and I think that that's how you say her first name. I'm not entirely sure. She didn't actually say it in the TED Talks interview. So what she talks about is this concept of courage, and about how courage is about having the strength to share your whole story using your whole heart and putting your whole heart into and being vulnerable, really, is the essence of the message there. And it really touched on me, something strong for me there, because I think that's something that we lose out in times like now. People aren't often willing to be vulnerable to their friends or even to strangers in the same way that I am right now. So I appreciate the comment in saying that I'm strong and that I do have courage, but I'm trying to make my courage even stronger by telling my whole story, showing my whole heart, and being vulnerable on these posts. So yeah, so that's that. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that today's an exciting day. I'm a little bit, more dressed up, fresh-faced than the last post. Mostly because I'm going to be speaking with a mortgage advisor, because for the first time in my life I'm thinking about becoming an adult and owning a property. Now, those of you that know me know that that would be something that's absolutely crazy, because on top of that, it might even be in the suburbs. I know. It's so very not like me. For a long time, I considered myself, anti-commitment and that kind of thing, but I'm not really sure that that's what it is. I think it's not commitment that I'm afraid of, because when I'm doing things professionally, I'm very committed and I like to get the job done, and I like to make sure that, you know, everything is as it should be, and, you know, I strive for perfection in everything that I do. But I think that really what it is when it comes to my personal life is that I get bored really easy. I feel like I need constant change and constant renewal and innovation in my own life, and, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm always looking for something awesome to do next after I've done this really great thing that I did yesterday or the day before that, or, you know, whatever. So the idea of owning something that I'm supposed to own for a very long time was scary to me. I mean, the day I bought my Jeep, my lap band was so absolutely restricted that I was almost sick twice in the parking lot when I bought my Jeep. So, you know, and that was before I even signed on the dotted line. And this investment is significantly larger, and this commitment is significantly larger, and my ability to stay in this place is there. I mean, I'll be able to stay in the neighborhood, I'll be able to stay near my family and this great community of friends that I've been building, and, you know, that kind of thing. So it's exciting, it's very exciting, but it's also pretty scary. And to be honest, the whole thing could fall apart. I mean, I could get rejected, because part of the issue that I have, and I'm talking about this because I know that I have some people who visit my blog from other countries, but I lived abroad for a significant amount of time, and while I was gone, it seems that I disappeared off of the face of the earth in Canada, and so now I've had to spend the last few years living back in the country, creating a credit profile for myself. So, you know, all of that kind of thing is interesting, and, you know, how you have to go through those motions, and I'd be interested to hear how other people have dealt with that too. So yeah, so that's going to be my exciting lunchtime period today. And I think on that note, I might actually stop there, because I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. Oh, actually, I have one more thing I wanted to talk about. People had asked me a couple of questions about the American, and what I wanted to clarify was he does in fact live in New York State, so he did have to drive like 2 hours to get here. So, I mean, if I'm trying to be fair, and in his defense, a 2-hour drive back home, you know, it's kind of crappy if you push it off till later in the day, or whatever the case may be. But he did drive 2 hours to come and meet me in the first place. And the other thing too was that people were asking me for more details about him. And one thing that I want to say is that I try to be very kind of elusive with the details when it comes to the other people that I write about. When I talk about myself, I don't mind being open and honest, but when I talk about other people, I try to limit the amount of details that are put out there, because it's not really fair to them. I would prefer if people don't find out who the person actually is without me actually introducing the person to everybody else, because, you know, it's not up to me to share their lives and share their story. I mean, the only reason I even posted pictures of the fake fellow was because he was fake, and I was trying to make sure that everybody knew that this guy posting these pictures is not who he says he is. So I don't have anything to worry about that with the American, because he was in fact real, and I did in fact spend some time with this man. So on that note, I will stop there, and I want to say thank you again for all of your comments and encouragement, and I look forward to more. And maybe I will be posting later today too, who knows, but I hope to have lots of fun and chirpy updates for you in the future. Thanks, bye.